Students, in this class, I'm going to discuss with you section C of English literature under the section English core. The question may be like this: read the following extract and answer the questions that follows. Fisherman in the cold sea would not harm whales, and the man gathering salt would look at his hurt hand. First question will be asked like this: name the poem and the poet. You'll have to answer. The name of the poem is Keeping Quiet, and the poet is Pablo Neruda. The spelling of Pablo will be Pablo and Neruda Neruda. The second question will be: what would the fisherman do? You'll have to answer that fishermen would not harm the whales in the cold sea. The next question will be: what would the salt gathering man do? And your answer will be: the man gathering salt will look at his hurt hands. He will stop for some time, and then he will think of himself, and he will stop working for few seconds, at least for 12 seconds, because Pablo Neruda says that I will count up to 12 and you will just rest. You will be in no activity. You will be in quiet, in peace, in stillness. The second stanza of other poem, it's Aunt Jennifer's Tigers. Aunt Jennifer's tigers prance across the screen, bright topaz denizen of the world of green. They do not fear the man behind the tree. They pace in slick chivalric certainty. The first question will be: name the poem and the poet. And the answer to this question is: the poem is Aunt Jennifer's Tigers. A-U-N-T Aunt, Jenniffer Tigers, Tigers, and the poet is Adrienne Rich, Adrien, Adrienne Rich, Rich, Adrienne Rich. The second question will be: what were Aunt Jennifer's tigers doing? The answer will be: Aunt Jennifer's tigers prance across the screen. Where are the men? This is the third question under this title. The men are beneath the tree, the men are under the tree. Next question will be: answer any three questions in 35 words. And the first question: what did Sarojini Naidu feel and when she saw her mother? And do you know that the very first poem of Flamingo, it's My Mother at 66, and this poem is written by Kamala Das. And as you can see that Kamala Das is one of the most prominent Indian English writer who has won a number of awards in her lifetime. And her one of the poems is very important for your final examination. The questions may be asked from that chapter, that poem. So let's discuss the question and answer of this poem. The first question will be: what did Kamala Das feel when she saw her mother? The answer will be: Kamala Das felt sad when she saw her mother, because her mother is very weak, very old. She is dozing open-mouthed, and she may die any time. Even Kamala Das does not know whether the next year she will be able to see her mother alive or not. That's why Kamala Das is very sad, because the age of her mother is growing day by day. The mother is becoming weak day by day, and there is very little or no chance for the survival of her mother, that she will be there the next year or not, whether she will die. This is the thing that makes Kamala Das feel very sad, very sorrowful. The next question will be, what do you, what do the poor children do in slum area classroom, and how do they look like? Before starting the answer, you'll have to write that this line is taken from the second poem of Flamingo. The title of this poem is An Elementary School Classroom in a Slum. The children in that school, they look like rootless weeds, unwanted plants, because this society treats them like the rootless weeds, the unwanted human being. They do not need to, they do not have to do anything with these children, because they have discarded these children for they are poor, for they are deprived, for they represent the marginalized society of the world. These children do not study the lessons from their book, but they do talk about their father's disease, which they inherit from their father. The next question is, Pablo Neruda wants us to keep quiet for some time. Why? And the answer will be Pablo Neruda wants us to be keep quiet, to be silent, to be quiet for some time, because human beings since morning till night, since dawn to dusk, keep on working like anything. Without having the second thought of himself, he keeps on working day and night, just running after the money, name and fame. In order to feed the family, in order to feed the children, human beings work day and night. This is why Pablo Neruda asks human being to stop at least for 12 seconds, so that the man have a thought for himself, so that men can see that where they are, what they are and who they are, where they have come in order to earn money. Do they have time for themselves? Do they have time for the family? Pablo Neruda asks them to think about these questions. The next question will be, how was Mr. Hamill treated his classroom, treated the class and his children? You'll have to start the answer as this line is taken from the story The Last Lesson. It was written by Alphonse Daudet. In this story, orders comes from Bismarck, the commanding officer of Germany, that French language will not be taught in the school of Alsace and Lorraine. Instead, German language will be imposed on the native of that place. M. Hamel used to be one of the most strict teachers. He used to teach French language to the people of Alsace. But the people of Alsace, they did not feel like learning the things. They do not pay any attention in learning their own language, their mother tongue, that is French language. And a day comes when the orders come that French language will not be taught to the people of Alsace, to the children of Alsace. That's why in the last lesson, that is the last class of his in that school, he wants to give everything to the children. He wants to teach them everything in just one day, one class. So after the reading session, starts the writing session, and at last he says that language is the key to your freedom. Preserve it among yourselves, otherwise you will never get free from the German rule, from the rule of Prussia. This is how M. Hamel reacts. In the next class, I'll discuss the rest of the things. Thank you very much.